Aries, this is going to be your August finance and career. Let's get into it. Okay, you got coming out of the hanged man position. So, whatever it is you're going through, you're coming out of it. The hanged man card adds up to a number 3. So this tells me that you're going to be using creative ways to up your financial career situation. What you do for Pentacles. You may have been feeling some stagnancy as of late, but you got it going on in August. I don't know what else to say. I mean, look at all the iconography, the divine lightning bolt here, the star up here. This is my Harry Houdini card. So you're basically, pulling a rabbit out of your hat by freeing yourself somehow, some way. Before I started this reading, I saw this video meme on Instagram when I was scrolling through, and it was this person had basically bungee cord cuffs tethered on either side of each other, and his wrists were shackled, and the description said, everyone else, it's going to be hard, it's too difficult, and then the guy just simply puts one bungee cord under the cuff of what's wrapped around his wrist and then slides his hand under, and then he frees himself. And it's kind of like, it looks like a sleight of hand, but really truly it's just a testament to clearly looking at the situation at hand, pun not intended, but really just concisely doing what you have to do to up your circumstance and free yourself from any situation that you would rather not be in, essentially. Okay, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Again, this might be where you have been coming from. Aces are new starts, so it could have been just a lot of faulty starts. I could also read this as you having to come up with something creatively, because again, 3s are about creation until you reach this point of stability. So I could add the 1 numerically to this 3 of this 12 hangman card. The 2 and the 1 make the 3. And if I add this 1 element, that's 4. So you're trying to creatively reach a place of stability financially, maybe in your career somehow, some way. This is 5 of Pentacles in reverse. This is going into the Church of Self, I call it. Again, when you go into these meditative states, the next logical, progressive puzzle piece, the next piece to the progression in your situation, in your circumstance, regarding finance and career, because this is a finance and career reading, will reveal itself to you when you go inside, though. You just have to go inside and quiet the mind enough to be able to find out what that next step is for you. It doesn't have to be a complete revamping of a situation that you're in, as much as maybe removing something out of your lifestyle that could just give you that edge, that just that little push, that little kind of momentum of energy that's going to give you that's going to get you over the hump, that's going to give you the edge on either your competitors and or where you were beforehand this past month. So if you don't practice meditation, quite literally, I'm telling you to meditate, watch the cycles of your mind unfold, and you'll be able to call bullshit on yourself, on your own thinking, and then naturally, logically, you will stumble across something that you may have practiced prior to this point in time in your life, or you may come across an idea that you just never enacted upon, or you forgot to implement, or maybe you stopped implementing. But it's going to recur, it's going to come around as a cycle. And now, since you're a better version of yourself, you're going to be able to insert this lifestyle, this philosophy, this way of being. You're going to be able to interject it into your current circumstance, and it's just going to give you that much more momentum, that much more it's going to add to your current, to your flow. And I think you'll see a return, dividends wise, financially because of it. But in order to get this insight and this kind of insider trading knowledge, you're going to have to go into the church of self with this Five of Pentacles. Because typically the Five of Pentacles is about these two souls being casted out, right? But little do they know that everything that they think that they could want in the exterior is really inside. So coming out of this hangman position, typically again depicted in the tarot, there's a halo around the individual suspended upside down. And when you emerge from this energy, you have new enlightenment. You have a halo of new awareness, conscientiousness, perspective. Quite literally, your perspective has been inverted. It could have been because of this quarantine, but if you are a successful entrepreneur type, like a Tony Robbins, or you fancy that type of trajectory and energy implementation in your finance and career, you're going to find creative solutions to come out of this mentality of stagnancy and being stuck. That's just your nature. I'm an Aries too myself, and I'm the same way. So if you look at someone like a Tony Robbins, he's doing Zoom live conferences in front of thousands of people on Zoom video screen, in front of a huge green screen projector. Tell me if that's not like a fish to water, kind of just completely adapting and implementing the current circumstances to his advantage, to his leverage. That's the kind of integral entrepreneurial thinking that we need to tap into, and that comes from tapping into inside source and essence. So if there is no creative external opportunity with this Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, because aces are about new beginnings, when it's in the reverse, I tend to read it as internalizing. So you're going to have to look at something old, paradoxically, and make it new again, new creations, by implementing it now in your current environment and circumstances. You have the Four of Wands in reverse. No matter which way you turn this, there's still stability, right? For some reason in your action, or what you've been setting in motion with which you're working, or if it's your own personal business, no matter which way you turn it, it's still four. So it's going to be stable right side up or upside down. So somehow in this hangman position, you still had some sort of stability, even though it adds to a 3. There's a 4 in the environment. So if you haven't been feeling stable, like I said prior, if you are coming out of this 3 creative energy, you're definitely moving to more stability. Yeah, I mean, you got that 3, you got that 4, you got that 5, and then you got that 4. So you're making progress, 3, 4, 5, back to the 4. You might feel like you have to go a step back to get a step ahead, but again, that's what the going inside the church of the self energy is when you do go back, you're going to find awesome philosophies, or just something that you could use from your past that you could implement now in this August 2020 financing career. This is the Princess. I read this as the Page. The Page is like shallow offerings. You might want to distance yourself from this energy. The Page of Pentacles, it could be a shallow energy that might be draining your attention or your awareness. It could be taking you away from putting your psychic energy into your career, into your creative endeavors, whatever your other 7 streams of revenue are. If you are employed, they say millionaires need 8 streams of revenue, so that would be 1, and then 7 other creative thinking ways or passive ways of making income. I see the Death Star here in the background looking. This is like a new moon in the background / Death Star. It could be the planet Earth, but whatever it is, it's kind of like this person. There's a black sun in the background type. Jack and the Beanstalk. This person could be telling you tales. They could be telling you fish tales. Not really sincere It's almost as if like anywhere they pass, they kind of take the life force out of it. So you might want to be wary of either institutions or individuals that essentially just kind of consume and really don't put anything back into the circumstance or situation. Yeah, I just see this as just kind of no bueno energy here. Spirit, I don't know if you want to illuminate this, but please, highest possible messages for Aries' finances, August 2020. You got the Nine of Swords and the Sun in the reverse. So the Sun card in the reverse is making do, making the best out of the current circumstances and situation. This is just a confirmation of what I've been speaking to before. This adds up to a 10. This, I believe it's a 19. The XIX adds up to a 19, which adds the 1 and 9 numerically to a 10. So it's a completion of a cycle, and it's actually like a new beginning right where you are now. So think about like like a character rebooting in a video game. So imagine that this is the beginning of the video game. Whatever the hell you've been through, it doesn't matter. You're starting here now, brand new beginning, and you're gonna act as if it's your first day on the job, first day being you, and you're going to look at it with clear, clean, new perspective from that Hangman in reverse coming out of that energy, and you're gonna fuck shit up in an awesome positive way. You're gonna implement this new perspective, and you're going to be excited, and you're going to use your creative imagination, your new way of looking and seeing and thinking about things as opportunities that will best benefit your financial situation. And it's coming out of this Nine of Swords energy. This Nine of Swords energy is basically all the thinking that is basically done on autopilot of low vibrational frequency wavelengths of anxiety, fear, worry. That shit's for the birds, man. If you need to do some, like I said, meditative work to be able to call out the bullshit of that energy, or if you need to do a mantra, I work with a lot of mantras. I'll hum in the back of my mind even while recording this video, like confidence, or abundance. I felt a lot of abundance when I started your reading, by the way, so I definitely seek and feel that in your energy. And yeah, I mean, whatever you have to do to be able to make eye contact, or just kind of have your energy reach out and expand into new fields and areas where you haven't been before. I think it's quite necessary. If you're empathic like me, there's a certain amount of having to put some sort of anchor in a word, or like I said, a mantra, repetitive something in your mind, or an idea or a virtue to kind of keep you grounded like me. Like my mind runs at so many RPMs per minute, that it's good spiritually for me to have some sort of anchor. So you might want to implement that kind of technique. Like I said, this has been done for thousands of years. This is nothing new here. This is what the yogis and the gurus all kind of work with as well. Especially in this day and age, it's something to integrate, kind of like what I was saying before, going back to the past to find some sort of new technique or way of being that's going to help you succeed in any way, shape, or form. I think it's quite integral and necessary as a modern person to be able to do this. And then keeping in mind that, look, man, at the end of the day, we're hopping out of the matrix. We're going to sleep. We're getting our REM. We're, tripping on our DMT. And, it is what it is. So it's a mixed bag between, like, being enthusiastic, but not really being married to the outcome. All you could do is put out your best work and, kind of flow with everything. So I think when you do that, again, going back to that flowing energy, you're not stagnant. Anytime I see a high-ranking sword card here, I think action, flow, get into motion, move your body, things like that. And I don't think you'll be seeing anything other than success and abundance, dear Aries, in this August 2020. So that's what I got for you. If you want more on your personal situation, please feel free to hit me up directly. Website link below. All my contact information is there. Love and light to you. Namaste.